Yes, we are here. We're actually here. And not in some weird fever dream. I think.
Well,
Yes. Well, I'll let them make all their weird noises and shit.
I was just gonna say, for all you know, the whole world is nothing but a fever dream of some godly being.
Hey, don't call me out like that.
You wish.
Pup, are you complaining to me because your sister got the bone?
What?
Yes. The
Was
dogs.
that born by the sister?
Okay. So yeah, welcome back to Silent Crystal and Shadow session 20, apparently.
Holy crap.
It doesn't feel like a 20.
It doesn't. It does not. But we're here. Our first announcement, our sponsor as always for tonight is Canadian Dice. I think I may have to type that tonight as sponsor. Or is it? Sponsor. Go to CanadianDice.ca and go and use the code THEVACTER, all one word at checkout for 15% off your order. Maggie's dice pick of the week is Fawn Whip because whips and chains excite us.
Ooh, baby.
Fuck's sake, Maggie. You just
And
lost the
leather
game.
binding. I mean,
Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby.
Yeah. Second announcement. Check out our merch store at tinyr.com/vatmerch. You can get excellent designs like Half-Orc Energy, the Vac Blob, and whatever the heck Affy is percolating. And the schedule for this week tomorrow is Fixes 5 session 69. Say it with me, folks. Nice. That's at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night, EST. All times are EST, of course. Saturday, Vat Packer's Guide to Tabletop RPGs. I almost said to the Galaxy again. At 7 p.m. EST. Sunday, no Legacy of Fire because Jer hates the party. Monday is Miss Walker's at 8:30 p.m. EST. And as always, you can find your podcasts wherever you download your podcast from now, including Podbean, apparently.
sounds like some
Okay, then.
coffee shop.
I think that's the idea.
Okay. They all talk during the part that's supposed to be cut, so they're going to get cut. That's their problem.
Rude.
Yeah. You's going to get cut.
Harder?
In a good way?
Harder, daddy. Yes, to actually let's address the one Moogle in the room. Yes, I am. My name has changed. Gender fluidity is a bitch.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. This name is very gender neutral because it means I can go mask mode or femme mode without having to change my name too much. Whereas Sophia was very femme, and I decided to go back to mask mode, as you might be able to tell by the scruff, the beard, and the hair and everything. And I didn't want to feel dysphoric, so yeah, deal with it. Anyway, so it has been 2 weeks, but there's also been a weird fucky wucky interlude in medieval Wales that we also have to address. So I'm going to try and do a complete timeline up until the weird interlude in medieval Wales, and then we're going to drop right into the action. So before Christmas, before December, in fact, the party had entered, basically had managed to infiltrate Eulmore, and in the guise of working for two particular nobles doing odd jobs and such, mainly painting, things like that, because Alphino was the painter and they were all his bodyguards, assistants, all the rest of it. And then they all got called up to Lord Vorfrey's chambers because there was a spectacle to be had, and they saw on the floor a blue-haired Mikote, or Mistel as they're called in Northrant, basically on his knees on the floor with his arm bleeding like buggery. And that's
I didn't think we saw that yet. I remember entering Voss 3's chamber, but I thought that's where we ended.
No,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Well, You see him bleeding. Ha! There you go. I've updated. You got an extra 5 seconds. You got an extra 5 seconds of the scene for free. Any more than that, it'll cost you. Anyway,
I get most things for free. Okay,
What will 3 crayons get me?
you'll see.
a Marine.
I don't want to say it out loud on stream. I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, now, while all this was happening, Kyle, the lazy fuck, had fucking conked out in the Beehive, which is the bar, the strip club in freaking Eulmore, and had a really weird fucking dream where they rather, and their companions, including like Fang,
An anthropomorphized Fang wearing a Chemi's armor.
The Lily.
a Lily, yeah, and trying to remember what else. No, it was just the 3 of you.
Uh-huh.
And a princess.
Yeah, I think Yuku and Jackson may have been in a different dream or something. But they went to medieval Wales to go rescue They went to go look for another noble, and encounter on the roads. They encountered something. Shit, fucking Monty Python. Or I do remember that they had to deal with freaking Cardinal Jimenez of Spain as their head of light entertainment, and the Spanish Inquisition was a very
No,
much...
we had a penguin.
Oh yeah, you guys had a
Oh, yeah,
penguin. Yeah, you guys had the penguin.
What we did encounter was a bunch of giant mammoths that we turned into cats.
That was the first thing we
I love how it's
encountered.
a
That's
we
right.
now.
And then you encountered the princess, who you probably had an orgy with.
We did.
Then you went into the town square where you found it was basically a medieval version of We Happy Few. So you all had
orgy in the cemetery with a bunch of ghosts.
Yeah, then you got freaky with a bunch of ghosts in the cemetery. I also like to remind you that you also tried to vacate the town square by making the cat mammoths pass gas. And then Lily did a whole bunch of crazy ass magic at the castle.
Suggestion of Fang and I can never pronounce their character's name.
Kyle?
Yeah, yeah.
Basically turned the castle into a giant cat and used a hammerhead shark that was conjured to eat the king, who was an absolute dick. And after that, they lived happily ever after with the princess they had an orgy with in a huge, big polyamorous relationship in the castle. The end. Chikyle still has not woken up from that dream.
We missed a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
In all fairness, though, if you guys had actually been there, we probably wouldn't have had that fever dream. So,
I mean, that's fair.
So there's your fever dream, and I can't remember the name of the actual adventure that it was called, but whatever, I don't care. It was a fever. It was the Silent Christian Shadow fever dream involving princess orgies, cats, and ghost semen. Of course.
I'm still not sorry I suggested we do that. That was the best.
I have nymphomaniacs for players. Please send help.
Rude.
why would you need help?
I wouldn't need help. That's the problem. Okay.
I mean, if you're just never mind. Actually,
What? No, go on. Go on.
I was gonna say the only thing I could see you needing help with is getting the ties down right and maybe the rope on right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget the tiny padlocks.
I'm not good with ropes and shit, so I need a rigger.
Lots of practice.
And
Down
we've
girl.
now gone X-rated. come see our OnlyFans. come see our Final Fantasy only fans. Names on a postcard. If you have any funny names for a Final Fantasy OnlyFans, please tell us. Also, I forgot to mention Rick before disappearing here to sort of a posture check and a hydrate, so I'll go hydrate.
Yeah, I think I'm good on the posture check all night.
That's
yeah.
fair.
You your corset?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I've rambled for a while and I've actually hydrated so my throat doesn't get sore. Yeah, we are here. So the scene is you've gone into Lord Vorfrey's chambers. There are a bunch of nobles just staring aimlessly at this Mikote on the ground, and then there is Vorfrey, who I will get the picture. Yes, Jackson still needs his pick in the forge. I've completely fucking forgot. I've got everything else set up, but apart from that, I will fix that. I will fix that probably after the game or something. Where the fuck did I put Vorfrey? Get in here! Damn it!
Nobody needs to see that.
That's in my journal. It's in the journal. Season 2 NPCs. No! No! Oh, for fuck's sake. I could have swore. Oh,
Yeah.
well. You'll
I know
saw...
their picture is in our main chat.
It is. There. Go look there if you need a refresher of what Vorfrey looks like. Which most of you don't. There's one person who kind of does. And I'm going to... So, while I get that picture up, y'all can...
I know. I've actually thought about this since we parted, and I gotta get into Lily's mindset, but she would not hesitate. She would push past the people and instantly stand in front of this Mistel, healing what she can of his wound with her new lith aimed directly at Vothri. And she's pissed. And after she heals him a bit, she turned. And if you're going to try and stop her, tell me now.
Well, seeing as I recall at the end of our last session, we had all agreed to only watch and reconnaissance this one.
Can't do it. Not with somebody's life on the line.
Same with Yuku. Yuku's right there helping heal. Yeah, no, she's not.
She turns
Yeah, no.
to...
Akemi is absolutely grabbing her by the back of the shirt and picking her up before she can even make it past the front of the crowd.
Who?
Lily.
She'd be shirtless then. She'd
Nope.
just slip out of it.
Nope, he'd grab her full body at that point and just hold her back.
And no doubt, apparently, Yuku is being scruffed.
He'd
And then
get kicked
footballed.
in the face or something. She'd be struggling as hard as her little life can give her.
For now, I'm going to say the two of you are restrained, and I will not have you make strength checks. There's a reason for that. Because as this is happening, Alphino walks past all of you next to the Mistel in question and kneels down and starts and then looks at Vorfrey. Lord Vorfrey, what is the meaning of this? Let you all react to that.
And
Lily?
that is absolutely where Akemi goes, okay, green light, lets her go. And follows.
She'd probably snatch her shirt from him and slip it back on. And just listen here, you fat fuck.
Oh boy.
How dare you threaten a life? Just for
Who are
your
you?
own
Who are you?
amusement.
Who are you? Insolent wretches. He doesn't even seem to have processed that you insulted him yet.
Who am I? I'm a person who values life. And clearly, none of you people do. You treat lessers, or what you think is lessers, as slaves. And then the ones who actually try their best, you cast aside when they're no longer useful. You're all worthless. And she turned to start healing the mistle.
Like a very sinful. Well, what's it sinful? One in the kind of shape of like an angel leaning on the lion, petting it. Just for those of you who are considering fighty, just making sure you're aware of that. The nobles always are just silent and just looking onwards. As Vorfrey sits up a little bit, I'll give you permission to heal that wretch. He has broken the laws of Eulmore.
Laws mean nothing to me.
This is a last bastion of paradise in this wretched hell used of light. And we have rules, damn you.
OC, I apologize ahead of time to everybody who is in our party.
Oh boy.
She stops for a moment, turns. Bastion? Bastion. No, this is a bastardized city that you hide behind cowardly walls. And you pretend at peace through slavery. Why you get fat on the works of everyone else.
Just real quick, Yuku looks up at Jackson and comments, "Why are you holding me back and not her? She's worse than me."
I was hoping Akemi had her.
Glances over at him and just kind of grins.
Anyone in the party disagree with what she's saying?
Oh no, that's the thing. Akemi doesn't disagree.
Neither does Yuku, but Yuku also apparently has a little more self-preservation right now.
A leader should be looking out for their people, not making them suffer, not filling them with falsities.
But these people are not suffering. This man is a criminal. He came in claiming he was a man of business, and then when he was proven to be anything but, we sentenced him to punishment. I ordered him to fling himself off my balcony in repentance for his crime, but he pleaded, "Oh, Lord Vorfrey, please don't make me jump off that balcony into the sea below." So I offered him an alternative. I gave him that knife. Because sin eaters need living ether. Subsist. And so I said that he could live if he paid his sin with the flesh from his own hide. Now, what pursuit you were let into my eternal paradise for?
So Kimmy's going to pick up. Lily's about to lose it. Her hackles are up in full force. And he can probably feel that energy coming off of her. She stands up and stomps her foot, and straight out of her mouth, she calls for Fafnir.
And Fafnir appears at your side, and the Sin Eaters react poorly to it.
Dark Wolf.
Isn't Fang with Fafnir too?
Yes.
Okay.
So Fang would be there too.
Yep.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go and look up some things very quickly because I'm going to probably need them.
He looks at Alphino and Kimmy. We should probably make a quick exit. If you get on Fafnir's back, we can get out of here.
Yeah, a little moment. find. You can keep talking and doing the scene, and
After she says this, Akemi turns, whistles at Jackson, and makes a thumb towards the wolf. Just a couple quick signals to him and to Cran, who I assume is still there with them. Just very quickly, get your asses over here.
They're definitely booking it.
Okay. And at that point, as Fafnir comes into play and the Sin Eaters react poorly, and then the nobles start to yell because it seems like their trance has been slightly broken, Vorfrey sits up and says, Wait. Wait. What was it you called me earlier?
Wow, you're not only fat, you're stupid. As she jumps on Fafnir's back.
And he suddenly kind of rears back and says, I'll have your hides! I'm sorry, Donna, I'm not yelling at you. I'll crush you! Maim you! And he's literally bending over, pounding the freaking floor. As he looks at the two Sin Eaters, he says, Get them! Get them and throw them off the balcony by yourself!
Everybody's secure.
Akemi is helping. As Akemi is helping people up on top of Fafnir, and seeing this men have a tantrum, he just kind of chuckles and goes, fat, stupid, and throws a tantrum like a baby. Okay, and hops up.
As soon as the mistl's on, she gives that most sinister smirk at Vothri. And she just, you know what? Maybe I should become the Warrior of Darkness and end your reign as they disappear on Fafnir.
Okay. So how are you lot? So are you all trying to ride on Fafnir out of here?
I think so, yes.
Yes,
I mean, he's big enough
apparently.
to hold everyone.
Well, let's see. Who could fit not be a problem? Akemi's probably going to just try and book it.
I mean, I assume Fafnir would have void portal ability.
Mm-hmm. But
So as long as
you're in a bastion of light. So the void portal ability that Fafnir would undoubtedly have will get you down from the chamber, down the elevator shaft, and back to like the second floor, first round. Yeah.
Works for me. I mean, we can.
So we are now, because as you basically, as Fafnir and all of you kind of charge towards the elevator, he opens a portal and you will jump through, and the two Sin Eaters crash against the elevator door before rerouting and flying back over. Not that you can see this, but for the audience, fly over Vorfrey and start descending down one level, breaking through the glass to pursue you. At this point, we are going to engage in a little bit of a chase sequence.
Always fun.
Yeah, you have two major Sin Eaters chasing you because for some reason Vorfrey has command over Sin Eaters. Maker knows why, because he just looks like a fat man. But he has power over them. So what I need you all to do is roll your initiatives. I don't have an encounter set up for this because I wanted to see how you're gonna play this. I need everyone to kind of roll initiative, and we will go like this. There will be 3 rounds of this. Anyone who gets left behind, bad things will happen.
I tried to roll initiative, but they said there's no combat in my current view.
Or you can just roll.
Yeah, it's not letting us do it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Roll a d20 and add our bonuses.
I know what I can do. Hang on.
Hanging on.
Kemi. Crayon. Queen's avatar. I was sleeping and is going to escape through other means. Jackson. Lily. Who? Currently red for some reason, and I'm not
Yeah,
sure
so
why.
what?
Are they dying?
No, they shouldn't be. Vision.
Okay. You want it up here only to jump back down.
Why?
Apparently we got a inspiration for one of 3 people.
Okay.
Oh.
Akemi, Liliana, or Cran.
Something is really wrong with. Just a sec. Is wrong there.
It wouldn't be us without some form of fucking tech issue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, it's acting like. Also, don't move your things for. It might actually be because I'm putting you in the freaking home screen. That's why, and it doesn't like. Why won't it let me unclick you? Done. Blah, 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 blah.
Trying to keep you off of my mouse.
Forge is on crack.
Anyway, was it Yuku? Yuku's fine, even if it's red. I'm gonna see why the red thing is happening another time. And then I need 2 of these to semi represent chasing you, but that's not. I have their stats on a separate screen, and
All you see is tail.
create encounter.
Are you happy?
And then
Yes. Face nuzzles.
you may all roll for initiative. I believe you can do it. Now, I hope.
Yep.
Huzzah! Oh yeah, someone needs to teach me how to change my dice.
We can do that another time.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean like at this exact second, but hey, what are you doing? Come on. You're being all up. No, what did you do? I needed that.
Can Cran use that inspiration to
Yeah.
fix that nat 1?
Yeah.
I knew one of us was going to get it on the first roll. I just didn't know which one.
I mean, the 9 is definitely better.
For some reason, it's not. Basically, I am going to have my guys act at the end of the round because for some reason, they're not classifying as NPCs. Remind me not to do like combat on the home screen and to have like a separate thing if you just even if it's the blank. Anyway,
Noted.
for some reason, Crayon is not showing up on the initiative.
I
Order.
believe it's because Cran did not roll the initiative roll.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me roll initiative either.
Did you click on the actual initiative word?
Yeah, if you open up
Let
your
me check
character
again.
screen and click on initiative.
Yeah, you have to actually
there
click
we
on the
go.
word.
There we go.
Hey, that's much better.
Woot.
Mm-hmm.
Crayon. Okay.
I thought
That's
that
way
was
better
actually
than the
9 on
9.
15.
All right.
Cat guitar.
So these two giant sin eaters, the one that looks like a naked woman with gold wrapped around her, and the flying lion are chasing you down. Fafnir does spot a way down, but you lot should probably try to find some way of delaying your pursuers somewhat before trying to gain a lead and get down to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
So,
keep.
with that in mind, Jackson, you are first up.
I'd be kind of glancing back at Akemi as we book it and going, any bright ideas?
What is the structure of the building they're in? Is it like a pillared building, or is it just walls and...
Bit of both. Like some of the areas that are kind of leaning out onto the sea are
Mhm.
pillared, like observatories with glass and everything, which they've just broken through the glass.
Mhm.
But the rest of it's just like walls, mostly, with an outer ring for a balcony, kind of
Okay.
as well.
Okay. So not really anything to, like, knock into them.
Not right here, no.
I go after Jackson.
You got anything that we can light on fire?
Chimes in. I mean, I have something that might work.
Look, knowing you, if you have anything that would even explode, that would be good.
It doesn't explode, but it would definitely make it hard for them to see us.
Okay. Between that and the alcohol I've been keeping for cooking, I think we could at least put up a fire barrier.
Because she's a sage, I'm gonna make her spellcasting a little more tech based on some of these extra spells that make no sense, like fog cloud. She would use fog cloud, but for her it'd be like a little grenade looking thing that she would throw instead of the normal casting a spell kind of thing.
Okay.
That would release the fog itself. That is not what I meant to click. Oh yeah, I can click on the dice. That is a large area in which it affects.
Okay. Well, you don't have to worry about areas so much with this. I'm going, for mechanics' sake, because I'm going to say it will hit them. You don't have to actually cut,
Well, it showed up
Weird.
on the main thing. It's that entire purple section.
We got to fucking hydrate again.
Never.
I'm out of liquid.
I'd rather die of thirst.
Hydrate or die straight.
Yeah.
So you didn't define the straight part? I mean, like, do I just
Heterosexual.
straight?
Okay. Y'all figure out what you're doing. I need to. Thanks to all these hydrates, I've got to go use the facilities. Yeah, can we maybe stop with the damn hydrates? Some of us have weak bladders. Damn it.
Now they're just going to do it more.
Yeah.
So assuming that they're still running away, Akemi is going to look at Lily and just kind of hold up the bottle of vodka and be like, Do you think you can recreate the shit that Shikaya pulled off where we had the incendiary clouds?
I mean, technically, we could probably light it on fire. If you give me a little bit of time, I can get some grease together too.
Turns to Jackson. How's that sound for an idea?
Sounds like a good idea to start.
Keep in mind, though, if we do this, you'll want to make sure that they're plenty behind us and we're not in the explodey area. We do have an injured companion.
Agreed.
I agree. Yuku, Cran, anything?
It's a good idea as any.
Cran?
They can hear us, yes?
1 sec.
Yeah, go check on him while I get resituated. Yes, but irritating a weak bladder is a dick move. Oh, I'm making someone with asthma, mobility issues
Right
have to
now.
move. Also a dick move.
Hey, I have one of those now.
Mm-hmm.
COVID plus the flu destroyed my lungs.
Try that. Can you feel me now?
Yes.
Yes.
We were worried something had happened to you. You got lost in
Okay,
the
cool.
void. Or you just got too
Yeah, it
close.
wasn't connected to my headphones
Ah.
Overtake the
for some reason.
laptop. All right.
If that sounds like a plan, then I say we proceed. Now, keep in mind, I can only shield one person right now. Which means if one of y'all or more than one of you get lost or left behind, I can only help one person at a time.
Okay.
I mean, we have
If we get separated for whatever fucking reason, meet back outside of this place.
outside this place where?
Back at the bar where we started.
Sounds good. Now, I'm pretty sure Alpha No can probably shield, and we do have another healer. I don't know if she's capable of shielding, but she can heal on the go. Probably better than I can. Definitely if I'm doing a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
So I say we organize ourselves in a way in which this goes smoothly.
I was going to keep her on my shoulders.
Oh, it would help.
No, that is a horrible idea.
Fight.
You and Akemi should be in the back because you are the probably beefiest of the party. If we do have them catch up, you're more likely to survive if you get smacked around.
Well, then somebody else needs to carry her. Her little legs aren't that fast.
Yeah, I'm slower than the rest
Do
of
it.
you.
Why
Put her
don't
on
you just
Fang.
ride on Fafnir?
Or that.
You can also keep track, or you can keep watch over our injured companion.
At this point, with all the chatter that's going on, you realize that those two are winding up for an attack. You need to.
With the fog cloud,
What does fog cloud do?
it obscures vision.
They are looking for you. They are trying to find you. In fact, let me look at what traits they have.
Is heavily obscured in blah blah blah. Oh, and it slows them down.
Okay, well, they are trying to find you in the fog cloud, but they feel like they're getting closer.
Okay. So we should probably get moving.
Yes, let's book it.
And she would start heading and whatnot towards exit.
Okay. So what is your overall plan right now?
All right. So what we discussed was that we're going to be trying to escape, and we're going to be figuring out how to slow them down until Liliana can get technically her next turn OC, but in game until she can get the grease spell ready. And then she's going to launch the grease spell at them, and then Akemi is going to throw pretty much a Molotov at them, setting them on fire within the fog cloud, hopefully slowing them down further and distracting them while they make their final escape. And our potato is going to be on Fafnir, keeping our Mistle friend alive and safe. And basically, once they do that final thing, Akemi, Jackson, and Crayon will be pretty much, because I'm pretty sure Fafnir will be in the front with Fang, and Lily will be in the middle, probably with Cryon, and then Jackson and Akemi will be bringing up the rear as they leave. Cat.
Yep.
So to make sure I am deadly clear, you are all dismounting. You are not making a break for the exit.
We are making a break for an exit. We're doing this as we're running.
Okay.
Yeah. Because not
So-
everybody could ride on Fafnir.
Yeah,
So-
that's why it's only the injured member and our potato.
So what
You
I
are-
need you to do is each of you needs to take your action in turn. So what is Jackson doing? Because it is currently Jackson's turn.
I'd be falling back next to Akemi after depositing a certain someone on Fafnir.
Okay. So that works. So Lily, you're preparing grease.
I am now. I already cast Fog Cloud this turn, so I have to wait till next turn to do Grease.
Okay. Kemi?
Well, since Fog Cloud is already going, Akemi is 100% going to Molotov both of them. Just Yidis vodkas.
Okay. I need you to make me a. See what? Let me look at you. Okay, that's not helpful. Fucking forge. Okay, yes. All the different attacks someone has, you know. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I need you to make me either a strength or dexterity check at
Okay.
disadvantage, because fog cloud is it doesn't, if I remember correctly, does not specifically state only affects enemies. So you have an idea of where those two are, but they are moving because they are hunting you. So you're hitting a moving target in fog.
Rockstar. This will be fun. One of those was a nat fucking 20. Damn.
But you still got an 18 even with disadvantage. So yeah, you hit them. You hit both of them because they're staying together. The fire spreads from one to the other, and
Now,
you can see the beacons in the fog.
well, good. Easier target. Lets us know where to run away from. But yeah, no. Seeing that he hit them, Akemi is going to turn around and look at their friends and just go, "Fucking run!"
Okay, and with that in mind, Crayon, do you listen to Akemi and start running for it?
Yeah.
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 Okay, you
Time
get
to book.
yeah, book it. So you see Crayon start running towards the stairs that lead down to the middle level of Eulmore. Yuku, you're on top of Fafnir, right?
Correct.
So Fafnir will obey Lily.
And she already told Fafnir's main objective is to get them the fuck out
Yep.
into
So
safety.
so Yuku, Fafnir, and the Mistel are booking it down the stairs.
With Fang in tow.
With Fang in tow. So these two are at disadvantage because they are on fire for these attacks. Because they can't get a solid lock. Because A, there's fog, and B, they are
And you're on
fire.
fucking fire.
Yes. Let's see. Which of these do I want to use?
Oh boy. That is
Uh,
Dungeon Mommy's danger voice.
I don't worry. I will be making sure I don't hit you with a CR15 monster. I haven't had time to knock this down to a relevant level, so I am going to just so I don't kill you all.
Please don't.
The angel kind of stops and raises her staff, and you suddenly feel a pulse of holy energy blast everyone who still hasn't gone down the stairs. It is an automatic hit. You all will take 1d8 points of damage. However, you can make a dex save to take half. So, roll your saves first, and then I'll tell you what you need to roll. So Lily and Akemi have. No, that's a strength check. Akemi's failed. Lily's fine.
I think Jackson is the other one that needs to make the saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember where to.
You gotta click on the word dexterity.
There we go.
No, no. Okay. So Liliana gets to throw 1d4, and Kemi, Jackson, you both take 1d8 of holy damage or radiant.
Okay.
Of course, I take the full 4.
Motherfucker.
God damn it, Jackson.
Although that's funny, it went 6-4-2.
Yeah. Okay.
Your dice are not liking you.
The cursed.
Is Cryon with us?
Yes. No, Crayon booked it.
Crayon booked it.
Okay.
No, I'm down the stairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. And the lion, looking Denita, is going to try and charge at Jackson. And is going to make a thinking 20 plus 2. Yes. Right window. Jackson, does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna take 6 more points of damage.
Ouch.
Why did I fucking max roll? As this lion actually manages to land a solid hit on you with its claws. But after that, your man, I'm going to just give it to you for free because they're on fire still, and the pain, the pain. You'll move down to second floor. Where you kind of reunite in the military section of Eulmore. The soldiers are keeping their distance because you are being chased by 2 gigantic sin eaters. And I'm going to move you back into one. Now let me. Oh, fuck. Okay.
All right.
Damn thing. So you meet back up and you have a brief moment to strategize as you enter this kind of. It looks like the inside of a military or like a castle, essentially. This floor, with cells and all that fun stuff. It looks like a medieval castle in the middle of a freaking city. So
Okay.
over to you lot.
Well, I mean, this gives her time to. They're still on fire, yes?
Yes. And for now, you seem to be somewhat safe. They don't seem to have.
As they run past the stairs, she's probably going to throw the grease onto the back of the stairs behind them.
Can I quickly roll perception to see if there's anything flammable as they're running?
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll. There's plenty that's flammable here.
Cool. Kemi is knocking over absolutely everything that looks like it might bust into flames on the way.
Might I remind you that there are innocents in this city, and if you set it all on fire, you may be killing innocents.
Hmm.
I'm really not okay with that.
You could.
No.
You all do what you like. I'm here to facilitate, but I'm just reminding you.
Mm-mm. Nope, that is completely against Akemi's everything. So no.
And the whole reason they got into this mess was because Lily could not just walk away from somebody being wrongfully mistreated and injured and possibly killed.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how bad is the damage on the poor Mistel?
He didn't have the physical fortitude to go completely through with taking his own hand off. So he's wounded, but he's not, and the bleeding is slowing down. But he's not unconscious, but he's just kind of quiet because he's trying to process the fact that he's on a giant shadow wolf and being busted out of Eulmore.
Had just random strangers go, fuck off, this one's not your entertainment. After she throws the grease down, she will turn to Jackson and do a quick heal.
And while you're doing that, Alphino is also going to heal Kemi for 3 points of damage.
Her.
Okey-doke.
Find it. That's what I got.
So the only other thing that I was going to have happen,
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry. Jackson, you get an additional 6 points of healing.
Awesome.
let's see here. not really something I have on like a roll, but Fang is, just protect mode and going to 100% try and like howl and intimidate.
We will deal with that if it comes up. If
Okay.
Are
we'll
you
see.
trying to like howl and intimidate the people who are around us right now, like the guards and the innocents, to make them run away?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that they run.
Okay.
They are not messing with Vorfree's pet sin eaters.
To make it even worse, I'm sure Fafnir would have howled with her, with Fang.
Yeah, Fang's a girl, so you got it right.
Yeah.
All right. I can tell it's been a long while since I've done this, but how do I use a spell again? Using this the thing.
Open your character, go to spellbook, and then click the icon next to whatever it is you're trying to cast.
All right. Because I want to cast Cure Wounds on the poor Mistel.
Yep. You can do that. So when you hover next on the little healing icon next to Cure Wounds, it will turn to a dice, and it will say, "Okay, what level do you want to cast this at?" So that's 8 points back to the Mistel. That wound closes up pretty significantly, I'd say.
Finish
There's
the
nothing-
healing.
For the amount that Jackson was healed, is it just the 6 or is it the 6 and the 3?
It's the 6 and the 4. Or no, wasn't the 3.
It was the 3.
Because I rolled a 6. The 6 was the actual roll.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
But
you have a spell, but it was Cure Wounds, right?
Yeah.
You should have
1d8.
But you should have a spell casting ability modifier added onto that, so it should be more. I'm pretty sure
9.
It should be 9. Yeah.
Which
What
means
does
that
it go off
Jackson's
of?
probably full up again.
Yeah, Jackson's.
Yep, full up.
Yeah, Jackson's full up.
Does it go off of wisdom?
Yeah, in
Or
your
intelligence?
case.
Well, I get a +4 and a plus. Oh, it's got a +2 and a +4 on saving throws, so it's a +2 modifier.
Yeah. So you get a plus. Yeah, you're fine. Jackson's healed up pretty dang good. But you do start to hear kind of the I wouldn't say screeching, but the kind of baying, I guess, of the sin eaters as they're starting to try and make their way down that narrow stone staircase to break into the midsection of Eulmore, the mainstay, and come after you.
My brain just imagined a giant white lion tripping over its own paws and falling down the stairs.
And that's what we're going to deal with. So Greece is... Look, because he didn't get in the chat for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 10-foot radius.
Okay, all right. But it's also fire because fire. So they need to make dex saving throws. I'm going to make it a disadvantage because they are on fire, and they are going to. That will also have an effect. What do they usually have before I have to push it down? And this is Pathfinder stats, so I have to put it down. I have to change it. Dex saves. Yeah. Okay. D20. 4 at disadvantage. No, I'm pretty sure that hit fails against any spell throw you've got at this level. So the angel. Oh no, yeah, the angel's got auto float. Ha! The lion does indeed slip and trip and starts careening down the rest of the stairs, now even more on flux. But unfortunately, the angel-looking one is floating.
When the lion would smack the angel since they were so close together.
That's a good question. That's a good point. So I'm going to make that one also at disadvantage. And that was a nat 1. The angel and the lion tumble in a heap all the way to the bottom of the stairs. To
The lion just
the immigration office and stuff where you first came in. You don't need to do it. You don't need to engage in any combat or dodge any attacks this round.
She's going to continue running.
Yep. You all continue trying to escape.
Yes.
Well, not only did we insult him, but we made his 2 pets look like fools. This is beautiful.
You get back down into the final kind of the section, and it's now a straight, and you see the angel and the lion in heaps on separate sides of the like all the offices, like the entry offices and things. And actually, no, the staircase comes out right by the front door. Actually, yeah, no, they've gotten disoriented and gone towards the offices. You can just head out straight out the freaking front door. But after that, they do notice you and they give pursuit one final time as you start running through Gate Town. Towards like the rest of Calusia proper. So this is literally going to be it's open air, and they've got like both of them have got a clear shot, but they are fucking on fire and greased up. So they are definitely not making any attacks at disadvantage, advantage or normal. They are making them at disadvantage.
How much damage has that fire been taking at them per turn?
Oh, enough, but they are both boss level monsters. You pissed off Vorfree's pets.
Technically,
You're basically fighting 2 bosses at once here.
we're not supposed to even encounter them until like the dungeon beef.
Spoilers.
Yep. But I know what you're referencing.
Most of the people here know what you're referencing, but this is a spoiler. That's a spoiler not only for the players who don't, but also for the audience.
Yeah.
I should have a spoiler penalty. Not now. I will think of something for the next time it happens, because it will happen again.
Probably with my forgetfulness.
A random nut falls on her head.
The nutkin squirrel?
No, the kupu nuts.
So
Give me just a brief second, guys.
1.
2.
3.
One of our snakes is in shed, so we're having to keep humidity higher.
Aww. Yeah, shedding is always a dangerous time for them.
Yeah. She's the baby too, so.
No. See, when we had our snake, when she entered her first shed, we had roommates that kept wanting to touch her, and they ended up causing her to get scale rot because of it.
Okay, sorry about that.
Ooh.
Yeah, she ended up passed away because of it. So I get your anxiety there.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
welcome
They're the
back.
same roommates that I told you about, Pure, that killed my pink toe tarantula by dropping her. Yeah, the ones I nearly killed.
Yeah,
I'll hold
I'm
them
back.
down.
It is with how dry it's been lately. The humidity is just dropping drastically in their enclosures. So
I get it.
So
Anyways,
the angel starts spinning her staff around, and 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus. Oh, that could. Yeah, we'll do that. And oh, and they're all different numbers. Thank fuck.
Hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6. It's a straight. Oh no, it's a straight. Run. It's the straight. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and who's the oh dear. So Crayon, Yuku, Jackson, and Mistel. You see the angel spin her staff, and 4 beams of light appear in front of her before she fires them all towards you. Kemi and Lily manage to kind of evade, but you guys unfortunately kind of take. Oh wait, yeah, you got to see if it even hits. I'm gonna just roll 1 straight d20. Manage.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have an AC of 15 or higher, this does not hit you. Which I'm pretty sure everyone except the Mistel has. So 3 of you do not get hit.
and the
Yuku,
squishy.
the squishy.
I only have an armor class of 10.
Well, you're gonna take.
Oh, I beat you by 2 points.
You and your Mistel friend are both taking 4 points of damage. As these holy beams hit the 2 of you. They did not hit. They seem to reflect off the armor of your more well armored companions. The lion, on the other hand, charges up a mega beam in his mouth. This is probably where I'm going to allow you all to try and do something to stop it.
Can I cast Minor Illusion?
Yeah.
How? Sorry, ignore me.
Or make me place it? Sure. I guess I don't need to roll for that.
No.
But she puts it off to the side away from people to try and quickly distract them.
And the beam blasts the one. Well, actually, what does it look like?
The Minor Illusion would be almost a replica of their party.
It must be no larger than a 5-foot cube.
Oh, fair point. Let me think. It's a giant cat sin eater, and it's really pissed at Fafnir for being a shadow wolf. So it probably looks like a Fafnir.
Okay. I'll give you that. And
I was gonna recommend make it look like their daddy.
But they wouldn't attack while free.
True.
but you can create a sound.
Mm-hmm.
It says someone
You
else's
could make
voice.
You could make it sound like he's ordering them to stop.
You know what? A better idea. I think I'm gonna go with that. Make it look like Vol3 ordering them to halt.
And they do. They look obediently at the illusion of all 3, and because they are distracted enough, you lot manage to escape all the way back to the bar and shacks where you first started this part of your freaking adventure in Calusia. Congratulations, you've somehow successfully escaped Eulmore. With grease and fire and fog and
And a
fake
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktails and fake Vorfrees and
Lily is
Hmm?
exhausted. I have no more spell slots.
so end combat. And you managed, like I say, you managed to make it to the bar where we are going to quickly take a break and stuff so everyone can refresh and shit. We will be back after these short messages, or rather these short pieces of artwork from our community.
Thank you is the cry of our team.
He's
Okay,
a puppy? No, he's not.
we are back. And stuff.
We're all completely crazy.
Yes. Yes, we absolutely
Are we
are.
though? Because crazy for us is normal. So
Yes.
everybody else is the crazy ones.
You're not wrong.
Yes, totally.
Yeah. So you all made it back to the bar. Managed to get your and the Mistel, the blue-haired Mistel, into one of the cabins to administer more than just first aid.
I can't speak for Yuku, but I know Lily will be staying by his side to administer the healing.
Yeah, same. Just hell of a day.
And she's gone full healer mode, so she's very quiet, very focused, very determined on making sure that this Mistil is completely and utterly taken care of medically.
Between your various efforts, I'm not going to make you roll anything because you have plenty of time, and you did healing on the way, with the noted exception of getting blasted by the angel as one last sort of attack. Yeah, fine. Kind of sits up and looks at Alphino and says, "That didn't work out the way I'd hoped." And Alphino shakes his head and is like, "What happened?" "Well, the Ondo wouldn't trade with me because I wasn't you. So when I tried to turn those various goods into more profit by selling them to the Ondo and giving the proceeds to Vorfree, they weren't having it because I wasn't you. And so
Lily, very tired Lily at this point, is going to have an eyebrow twitch, and the party outside that could probably hear the smack as she smacks this Mistil upside the back of the head as hard as she can.
Lily,
Oh.
we just healed him. We don't need to give him a concussion.
What's wrong with you? Why would you want to go to a place as sinister as that?
because
Why not
it's,
go to the Crystarium?
because it's the last refuges in this light forsaken world.
No, it's not.
And they lived the high life up there. I thought that if I could get in, I'd be safe. I'd be
Yes,
well taken
like-
care of.
No, you'd be the one taking care of them.
Yeah, but it's
You moron.
guaranteed roof over the head and guaranteed food and safety.
Same with the Crystarium. We've
You have
seen that.
seen what's between here and the Crystarium.
And yet people find a way to get there. It's a better risk than that place.
Not everyone can make it through the wasteland.
Throws her arms up and walks out.
Ah!
Pretty much.
Are they still near the bar?
Yes.
They're in whatever of the house, the cabins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lily can't wrap around her head why people would put themselves in a situation that deplorable when there are still options out there in the world.
So he doesn't kind of say anything further. He's made his point. God dang it, Donna! Goodness, he's up and down, up and down. Like, what do you want? What do you want, Puss? What do you want? You want Puss? You want attention? A show off a tail to everyone on stream? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, you want to show everyone your butt?
Yep, that's it for you.
He wants to show you all her butt.
I mean, one of the best comedians on the world did say that cats are like drag queens.
Yeah.
Yuki looks at Alphino, looks at the Mistel, and says, I am so sorry about her.
Oh, I understand, but you have to look at it from our perspective. We haven't got much hope left. I didn't know the Crystarium would take me in.
As long as you are willing to work hard, they are willing to take you in.
Well, I'm definitely willing to work hard. It's just the way Vorfrey represented it was he treated me like I was a common criminal. It's just something went wrong, and Alphino chimes up. And after I gave you the opportunity and all, and found and came up with my second plan to get in to see what happened. Now I've seen it with my own eyes. That place is no paradise. That I'm with Liliana here. This place needs to. He silences himself from saying the words.
Kingdom of lies and falsehoods.
And sin eaters.
How
Yeah,
the hells?
Oh no, claws, baby, claws. Goodness.
Sure.
Hmm?
Evens or odds?
Odds.
Always odds.
Okay. So I wanted to see if Lily would stop at the bar, if she'd just keep going at this point. She keeps going.
not surprised.
Fang is absolutely on her tail.
I'm sure Fafnir is too.
But no, Kemi just kind of has been standing guard basically, and just glances at Jackson like, how the fuck were those two being controlled?
I got nothing. I'm highly concerned, but I got nothing.
I'm sorry, but that
Yeah.
is some horse shit.
We need to talk back at the Crystarium, I think.
You cut out.
We need to talk back at the Crystarium, I think.
I mean, there's two people in your party that could probably help you explain that, considering they are well versed in ether. One of them is Yuko, and the other one just wandered off.
You go.
Yuku?
Yuku.
Or Yuku. You know what? Forgive me.
No, I'm not.
Good with names.
I'm not mad or anything. I just wasn't expecting an O rather than a U. That's all. But Yuku is, still in the cabin, just kind of talking to the Mistel and to Alphino, and basically learning what she can about the area.
So, the area you see out front is called Gate Town,
Mm-hmm.
and it's where all the hopefuls who want to get into Eulmore live. And those two jesters of Vorfreeze come out if we do. Are you just going to just use me as a scratching post and don't answer that, the rest of you? I know the cats do this, I'm aware, but Donna is being a menace now. She's like, you've had enough time playing Final Fantasy with your friends. Go away. The human must pet me.
Oh boy, do I know that one.
Yeah. Now
Mhm.
she's putting a butt in my face. See? Menace.
He's your child.
An anxious menace. Okay. Donna. Sweetie. Hey, thank you. And if something happens to one of the bonded up there, they just come out and find another one. The funny thing is, except for those of us who commit crimes, or crimes as dictated by Vorfree, no one ever really comes out. If you commit a crime, sure, he'll throw you off the balcony or make you chop off your hand to feed his sin eaters.
I wonder why they
A
need
little
flesh
dismemberment.
when
That's a treat.
last I was aware, sin eaters ate ether.
Flesh is ether, isn't it? Actually, you would know that.
Yeah,
You and
but it was
Lily
just,
would know that.
yeah, but it's not Lily, Yuku's head. There's a little bit of a slight difference, but technically, yes, ether is ether. Yuku's just like, okay, you just rest, okay? It's been a really difficult day for all of us. Now I need to go make sure Lily doesn't do anything stupid. Which is rich coming from me. And she heads out of the cabin.
And Lily is nowhere to be found.
Where has Lily gone? That's the GM asking you that question.
She picked a direction and started walking.
Okay.
Remy is just kind of staring at the gates and scowling.
I don't think Akemi's aware that Lily's not there.
Oh no, Akemi has no clue.
That's gonna go over well. Akemi, where's Lily?
Oh dear.
Kimmy also probably now realizes Fang is missing.
No, Akemi has basically ordered Fang to stay by Lily. So at this point, Akemi is just going to put fingers to lips and let out a very sharp whistle. And wait for the response of Fang howling.
To our resident DM to figure out how far Lily has gotten before people has noticed.
You've gone further up towards that kind of tower-looking structure that's further up north towards the cliffs. Which has since been cleaned out after you all checked it for the barkeep. And you've gone inside and you're kind of sitting at the top of it. It's a bit derelict, but you managed to kind of scramble your way to the top of it, and Fang's with you.
I just imagine a compressed tiny puppy Fafnir with us too.
Yeah. So if you're looking,
Pocket Fafnir.
if you all actively look for Lily, you'll notice that the tower's door is open.
And would they be able to hear the whistle, or would Fang be able to hear the whistle, and would they be able to hear the howl in response if they?
Oh yeah.
You know, these aren't here for you to play with.
You sure?
All right. So Akemi makes their way up to sit by Lily in the tower. This isn't the place to go wandering off.
Doesn't seem mad per se. She definitely seems frustrated, but she also just seems very sad. Not an emotion that she likes to show people.
Hmm. They reach out and poke her face. Talk to me.
I think she would kind of give him a side eye. Take a minute before she even begins to try to respond. Now, is it only Akemi that came, or is Yuku with them? Because I know Yuku was looking too.
Yeah, Yuku's with just more at the base of the tower to give Akemi and Lily time.
So Yuku could probably still hear them.
Mhm.
Okay. She sighs, and she almost sounds a little deflated, but I know I lost my cool. But I can't. How do I put this? I can't not say or stand there when someone's in danger. And then to find out that they put themselves there willingly just for a chance to live the high life. I mean, I get it. It's a wasteland. It's hopeless. It's devoid of life. But to give in to despair to a point where you think your only option is to go to a place like that. And I know you say people can't travel or not everyone's going to make the journey. I get that, but there's gotta be a way that's better than that.
I know that, and you know that. But people in desperate situations don't always think clearly. Most people, consumed with grief and fear and pain, are going to have clouded thoughts and not act accordingly. We can't rely on everybody to be as smart as you.
It's not smarts.
You'd be amazed how much of it actually is.
When I lived in the wild away from people, it was instinct. It was like second nature. This is what I needed to do to survive. This is what I needed to stay away from to make sure that I could live freely.
They'd have different instincts here. They hear a story about a place with what sounds like golden brick streets and all of their needs taken care of. You don't think they're going to at least hope and believe in what the good might be? When the alternative is getting eaten alive by monsters consumed with hate?
She sighs a little, kind of closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, looks at him, and she looks at him with the most sincerity that she's ever had in her face. I know I keep saying I don't want to be a hero or anything, and I still don't. Don't get me wrong. But I want to give these people their world back.
Me
And
too.
for that, I need to be stronger.
We all do. We're all right there with you. But we need to work together to do that.
I'm aware.
And stop walking away.
Sometimes one needs to be alone with their thoughts. Not a concept you get, obviously.
What, thoughts? No, I don't have those.
She laughs.
Yuku kind of giggles because she can hear them.
Lily she gives that smirk. I mean, it's hard to be a team player when you've lived your whole life alone. I've always been taught to stay in the shadows. But relying on you guys has taught me a lot. And I know that if we teach these people the right way to lean on each other, to support each other, to build each other up, they can get their world back. And I will fight any battle I have to make that happen. And I know that we don't want needless sacrifice, but I swear, if my life has to be put on the line to give them
No.
that, let me finish. Then I'm not ever going to give up fighting. But I'm not going to stop fighting just because I'm in danger.
Just remember, you hurt yourself intentionally. I am not the only one you need to deal with.
I'm not going to needlessly throw myself into, pain. Like you said, I'm supposed to be the smart one.
You are the smart one.
Just hear Jackson walk up at the bottom of the tower.
Yuku,
Yuku, yeah.
Or Yuku, yeah.
you're getting the characters mixed up again.
Yeah. I'm obviously not the smart one in RL. But she just leans over. How many of you people are following me?
Well, someone's got to make sure you stay safe when you get stuck in your head.
You
Funny,
really think I'm gonna let you be alone? I don't let Cran be alone.
Okay, you I get, but that one, aren't they lost in their own head all the time?
Hey,
He's got a babysitter.
My point exactly. Wait a minute. God. She elbows at Kimmy. Playfully, mind you. So you
They-
think us healers need babysitters?
I know you do.
It must be our intellectual nature. You know, we think too much.
that's what Jackson keeps telling me. And also, just we have a need to run in and help without thinking about it.
To be fair, us meatheads need babysitters too. It's a mutual arrangement.
Just don't let Jackson hear you say that.
Oh, he knows he's a meathead.
She pulls out that crystal.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Akemi shouted that loud enough for Jackson to hear.
So everyone knows that little crystal she's been hanging on to.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls it out and she hands it to Akemi.
Okay. They're looking at it like, the fuck?
I've had this since we've started, pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's a crystal of light. And I have not fully unlocked its secrets. And even though somebody else can hear us, I would like your help in figuring it out. I
Mine.
think it's my way of becoming stronger.
My help.
You're the one I trust the most.
How could I help?
By keeping me from going too far, too quickly.
I can do that.
Definitely because I'm more attuned to darkness now, being my whole pact with Fafnir and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Rule number 1, if I'm going to do this, you have to communicate.
You mean put thoughts into words? I can do that.
Good.
Now, words you'll understand.
I'll translate.
But I think this is my key.
If you're sure.
Oh, I'm not sure about anything. But I have hope.
That's a start.
She'd take the crystal back, tuck it back away. I'm good, by the way. I just needed to clear my head. I
That's
should
good.
probably apologize to our random guest.
You mean our kidnappee? Yes.
She would stand up. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me with that.
I can throw a rock at your head every time you fuck up. That sounds fun.
Only if you want to get it launched back at you.
I'd love to see you try.
There's just that smirk of who she accepts this challenge as she would start heading back down the tower and probably give Yuku a little flick as she passes them.
And as Akemi passes them, they pick up Yuku and plop them on Fang's back.
And I'm sure people would notice that there is a puppy Fafnir on her shoulder at the current moment.
Yuku looks up at Lily though and goes, "We do care about you. We're just not always good at showing it."
The feeling's mutual, I suppose.
It better be after all this time.
You don't count.
Yeah, bite me.
Later, when we're alone.
Oh my.
You still owe me after the other night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I need to remind you.
Maybe.
There'll also be when we're alone.
Yuku has a very confused expression.
Fran, you're bunking with her tonight.
No.
She continues to the mistle. And compared to how she looked when she walked away, she looks very nervous and timid and now in front of the mistle. She's not good at apologies. She gets nervous.
Akemi kind of puts a hand on her back and shoves her a little closer. Come on.
So she looks down and she won't look him in the face. So I may have reacted without fully thinking earlier when I decided that you deserve to be hit. And as a healer and someone you don't know, that was probably not called for.
Definitely not called for.
You're not helping like you said you would.
You're doing fine.
And I suppose I'm sorry for it.
Don't suppose. They reach over and flicker at the back of the head. Say it again.
She'd hiss straight up inside the head at Kimmy.
Don't hiss at me. Say it again.
Never. They
Saying-
got what they got.
Saying "I suppose" makes it seem disingenuous.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Her ears flat and she just has that goddamn it look on her face. Fine. I'm sorry.
Akemi turns to their unwilling victim. She's not good at this. That's the best you're going to get.
Node's never heard her apologize a day in his life. All I imagine is the stunned face. Does our mistle respond?
Did you speak to the mistle directly, or are you just looking at the?
Yes.
What did you say? Sorry, I'm dealing with something.
She very much timidly and with much beating around the bush
And
apologized.
beating up the head.
Oh, and he shakes his head. It's fine. Not everyone understands Eulmore, and now I've seen it with my own eyes. I have half a mind to come back to the Crystarium and at least try and do my part to counteract what they're doing.
You should bring those that you care about, but don't give up hope. I know it's hard in the world that you live in, but you gotta hold on to it and you've got to spread it. Because if you don't, who will? It takes a little bit of everybody. And everyone you see before you will fight for this world. We've all agreed on it. So if you just hold in there, I promise you, you'll have your world back one day. And people like Vothri won't be lording over you.
Yeah, you're right. Like I say, I'll come back with you and I'll figure out a way of trying to free them in there. Something is wrong. Did you not? You saw it too, right? How
Yeah.
they all just stared blankly. They clapped at my pain.
They
Yeah,
weren't.
we
They weren't there. They were not all there.
It's
Now, before we go, there is one thing that I would like to do to ensure that they don't gain more numbers. So, the barkeep is nearby, right?
Yeah, she's in the bar.
Okay. I would like to roll a very lovely persuasion roll.
Okay.
And essentially tell her exactly what we saw, but tweak it a little bit so that it sounds like they're sacrificing the new people they're bringing in.
Given her disposition towards you all because you were helpful and stuff
Mm-hmm.
earlier, this will be a pretty easy persuasion. Also,
Okay.
because she's not influenced by like Gate Town or living too near Eulmore. You know, she hasn't been. There are factors in play which you'll find out about later, which will make this roll pretty easy.
Okay, so advantage?
No,
Or
but
just-
it's
just-
just an easy difficulty check, so
Okay.
I'm not looking for much.
20. Dirty 20.
Yeah. She makes a note and said, I'll make sure that people hear about that.
Please do. The more people that know, the less will get hurt.
not just that. Make sure people know that there are people fighting against this tyranny.
And
Oh,
tell them
good.
that the Crystarium is a safe place.
Give them something to have faith and hope in. Belief is a very powerful tool.
Absolutely. She nods and smiles. But for now, you'll let me handle that. You all need to get back to the Quistarium before those two realize that before his lordship sends those two out in the sky again looking for you, because next time you might not be so lucky.
His
So,
lordship? Yes.
Kind of reminded me of like a roly-poly mixed with donuts.
Yuku's just giggle, giggle, giggle.
oh my
But-
days. But yeah. So she lets you stay there for a night, so you get a long rest. Get a long rest because you're gonna need it. And in the morning, you'll take a bunch of Amaros back over the sea, back to the Quistarium, leaving the barkeep to spread the word of all three sacrifices. And the head to the Crystarium if you can. And Alphino takes you to the Ocular, as in the Crystal Exarch's, the Crystal Tower's main chamber. And the Exarch is there with Alize, who's since come back from Amarang after what happened there. And he looks around at all of you, plus the twins. Like, good. So, do you now have a greater appreciation for the troubles that we face?
I
Yes.
suppose that's one word
Yes.
for it.
I've already told my companions, at least 2 of them, that I'm going to take up the fight for this world. I may not fully trust you still, but I know what's at stake. Which means I will do everything in my power, which may not be much in the end, but I will do everything to make sure the people of this planet, this world, get it back.
Yes. So, it's about time that we talked about how we take our world back. Your fellow scions have been out and about scouting the various areas of Northrend. And what we can tell about how the Sin Eaters are organized is that, yes, you have left the Eaters roaming around and eating hapless passers-by or beasts or farm animals or the like. But there are also groups of Eaters that are far more organized, and that suggests if you'll forgive the parlance, a higher power. Something we call a light warden. That has a very unique ability which has since made them difficult to slay. The problem with a light warden is when they die, they corrupt a new soul in the vicinity, and that person becomes the new light warden. For example, if a Kemi were to land the finishing blow on a light warden, it would be very likely that a Kemi would become the new light warden. And so the cycle continues. But I believe now we have our trump card, our ace in the hole, to be able to deal with them. And so the task falls to us to root them out and put them to the sword in each and every area of Northrend. To our estimation, there is one in each region that is in command of the entirety of that area's Sin Eaters. There's one in Lakeland somewhere, one in Amarang, one in Raktika. You get the idea. We do not know where the Light Warden of Eulmore is, but the fairies are notoriously uncooperative, and Urianger is still trying to get them to open up when they're not keeping him awake for 7 days and 7 nights playing games involving riddles.
I mean, pixies. What can you do?
Indeed. The Fae folk
What
are
is,
gone.
What's this trump card?
You'll forgive me if I don't say too much right now. Because for me to do so would possibly put things at risk, especially if certain people hear or pass on the information.
You will make sure that we're aware of it before we fight said Light Warden, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Then that's all I can ask for, I suppose.
Do any of the rest of you have any other questions?
None that I can think of right now.
If there were to be an influx of people coming towards the Crystarium,
Is
would
the Crystarium up for handling that?
Yes. We have plenty of available housing. Like, the Pendants is only our upper housing district where we're keeping, we're putting you all up. We have other housing districts to the left and right of that fire into the sky and down below. We have plenty of houses for, plenty of apartments for people to seek refuge.
I mean, we did kind of decide that we were going to send people over here anyway, so.
I know it's just a warning. We may have put it in some people's heads that Eulmore was not safe.
And I don't exactly blame you.
Not to mention, we might have completely and utterly called their leader a fat fuck.
I mean, he is.
The Exarch looks a bit taken aback at that and runs a hand down his face. Ooh, well,
You can't say we're wrong.
You're not wrong. That's not what I was going to say.
I also called him stupid.
I mean, I called him a...
Did you call him anything else?
Gigantic man baby. The rest of it wasn't to his face.
Yuku just kind of runs her hand down her face.
Granted, I feel like you should have realized my temperament from the first time you met me.
Yes.
I'm not a diplomat.
Clearly.
Despite her silver tongue.
I'm intelligent and I can talk. That doesn't mean that when I do, I don't upset people. Put me on a debate, and I guarantee you your side will have one hell of a voice. Put me on a mission where I have to be peaceful, and I probably will start a war.
I'll keep that in mind. Should Wolfrey decide to send his general and the army towards us?
That's what you have a Kimmy for. And their big sword.
And with that, as the Exarch is about to kind of make a point about that, there's a knock at the door and you hear Captain Lena say, "My lord, may I?" And the Exarch says, "Yes, come in, Captain. What is it?" And the female Viera, who you first met, who almost tried to deny you entry to the Crystarium, or at least most of you, because a couple of you were the advance guard in your own little ways, kind of gives the Crystarium salute. And it's like, "My lord, Holminster Switch calls for aid." And that's where we're going to finish. So you're going to get to find all about Light Warden sooner than you think.
Joy of joys.
Yeah. So that's where we're going to end it for tonight. The next few sessions is going to be dungeon time, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs. And non-bees as well, for that matter.
Thank you.
Yes. All of you, I see that hydrate, Chibi.
Just give them like 10
I didn't,
more.
and I already had the thing in my mouth.
Oh my.
So,
Straw.
At least she's not telling you, oh yeah, drink it all down when you're trying to drink your water.
I mean, you
that
just
would be a
chug,
little
chug, chug.
too.
oh
you just open your throat and just let it all come down.
Okay.
Make sure to swallow.
Swallow.
Yeah, a little late for that.
And you
I
Actually,
am
I'm
not
having
going to
to-
dignify this shit with a response.
just do it.
You already did.
Fuck.
But
Exactly.
Daddy.
Huh? What was that about, Daddy?
I said, but Daddy.
Oh no. Oh hell. You
Yeah,
I
hush.
think Hell would be
sprayed
proud with
water
what we're
everywhere
thinking.
that time.
Hmm?
What'd you say, Jack?
I actually sprayed water everywhere that time.
So you gave a good misting. Got it.
Okay, moisturize me, moisturize me.
Wording.
Sploosh. Hang on. Do I have soundboard access? Yes, I do. Hang on. Where is it? Where's all
Oh
the
wait,
stuff
I have the soundboard muted. I don't care.
You don't care, but screen can hear this.
I have need of the titty.
Also,
Hey, phrasing!
and one more for effect.
Ow, mommy, no.
Anyway, all this actually.
Daddy, chill.
She's not hearing any of these.
Nope.
Oh, I am.
Oh, harder, Daddy.
I don't know why Jeremy has some of these.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to.
That was one of mine. That's one of mine. Or there's always this.
Sickness must be purged.
That is one of yours.
Okay,
I'm
and
just gonna play one, and then it goes to like 5.
yeah,
It
and
can
then
never just be one.
and then there's this final one that is Final Fantasy related. Okay, I need the Estinian Theseus Dragoon one as well, but I have that one. So, as a quick recap, yeah, next week this lot are going into Holminster Switch, and they're gonna be rescuing a village from some nasty ass sin eaters. Hopefully, of course they could all die.
Well, think about it.
Yeah, you'll think about it. You might all die. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. Yeah. So next session is tomorrow. That's Fixes Five session 69. Very, very nice.
Hey.
Yay. And yeah. So we can't really rate anyone because I'm pretty sure that Artemis is not about, and I'm not on the admin account. So we will sign off here. And we will see you next week. Hopefully, all being well, because we're all chronically ill and busy and stressed and all the rest of it. Yeah, go buy Canadian Dice and merch and Neil Paul Zod and stuff. Good night.
What?
Night. Night.